Ships today are so big that they forced a redesign of one of the world's largest canals. The building of the Panama Canal is honestly one of the most insane engineering feats, and it was completed back in 1914. Construction was started by France in 1881, and then the US took over in 1904. They built a series of locks and dams to create a passageway through this narrow piece of earth. The hardest part of construction was the Calabria Cut, which required them to cut through a part of earth that rose to 360 feet tall at its highest. They had to cut and carve through these hills in order to create a low enough passage for these massive ships to get through. Ships basically get raised by a series of locks, and once they get across the continent, they get lowered back down. Now, ships were obviously a lot smaller back in 1914, and they have only gotten bigger since then, so the Panama Canal ended up being pressured into an upgrade. In 2007, they began the Panama Canal Expansion Project, which added a third lane of locks that can handle much bigger ships. Now, another problem facing the Panama Canal right now is water supply. Filling up these locks to lift the ships requires a ton of fresh water, so during this period of drought that they are experiencing right now, they have to limit how many ships can go through the canal or how heavy they can be. The Panama Canal completely revolutionized world trade. It cuts about 2 weeks off the journey, and sailors are able to avoid sailing south of South America, which is some of the most dangerous water on Earth.